Hello everyone! Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you're having a lovely morning, evening, afternoon, night, depending on where you are joining us from. Welcome to today's Hobbii Happy Hour, our little live shopping, our little craft smarter corner on the internet. Thank you so much for joining on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram. It's so awesome that we have you all here with us. A super quick little admin note for Instagram and Facebook. You'll be able to get messages from us. So if you would like to, for instance, receive a message that includes all of today's offers, you can just type happy 40 in the chat and that's going to trigger a little message sent to you. I don't believe that works on YouTube, Matt.
No. It does not.
However, Matt is going to post a little message with the link to the deals in the video description.
Yeah.
And
you can always use Happy 40.
And you can always use Happy 40 on the website. And I have actually skipped ahead because I imagine, since there is people joining us on YouTube, that some of you may have never had a live shopping before. So in that case, I'm just going to quickly explain what is up with this lovely event. So today I have a selection of 16 yarns, 16 products, 13 of which are yarns. I will tell you a little bit about them. I will show you a lot of very lovely, inspiring projects, more on that in a second, on what you can make with them. And you will be able to get those at a discounted price, at an exclusive live shopping discount, which is 40% off, by using the code HAPPY40. HAPPY40 is going to give you a 40% discount on these items. Happy 40 only applies to those items, and it can only be used for the next 24 hours. So starting now, you've got 24 hours to shop, and it cannot be combined with any other discount. So if you've been holding on to yesterday's bingo discount, sadly, you cannot combine it with Happy 40, so you can't add more and more and more on top. So that's pretty much all there is to it. Remember the code HAPPY40 because it will grant you 40% off our selection. Make sure you type it in the chat if you're on Facebook or Insta, because that way you get a message that has a link to our landing page. Maybe we can show them the landing page real quick, Matt?
Let's do it.
Which actually has all of the yarns/products linked, so you can just check them out there and peruse and maybe choose something you want to get for yourself. So you can see all the offers we have today right there. We also have a lot of the lovely patterns that I've selected to show you. This week has a little bit of a theme, because some of you may already know this. March is International Crochet Month. So it is the month of me and my people. Not that knitters aren't my people, but you know. I am more of a crocheter than I am a knitter, as many of you will know. And so this is what we celebrate in March. So for today, I have decided to flip live shopping a little bit. And what we're doing is I'm actually going to show you a lot of crochet patterns and different types of projects you can make with crochet. And then I will also introduce the yarns that you can make those patterns with. And I saw someone say new manicure, not green anymore. You are correct. I'm going to quickly do a quick nail cam. And yes, they are now a lovely sort of berry color, purple. I wanted something really glossy because I'm kind of in the mood for spring. So yes, thank you very much for noticing. That's very sweet of you. And so yeah, that's how we do live shopping. Did I forget anything, Matt?
Not really. Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Giveaways.
Not only are we offering you some deals today, there's also a chance for you to win something. Sadly, we can only offer these giveaways on Facebook. If you're on Insta, you can type FB1 in the chat. You'll get a link that links you to this Facebook stream. So if you have a Facebook account, you can hop on over and join us there. So yeah, we'll be giving away 4 gift cards, each worth $25 US or equivalent in your currency. More on that in a little bit. I can just say it's worth giving this little video a like, because we will be picking/randomly selecting one winner from everyone who likes the video, and we have already randomly selected the first winner from everyone who signed up for this event on Facebook. So thank you so much to all of you who did. It means a lot to us. And make sure you sign up for the next one so that you can be in the running to win a little gift card there. With that, enough talking, enough chit chat. I think it's time we get into it. And like I said, today we're going to flip it a little bit. So I'm going to start by showing you some very lovely inspirational patterns and some inspirational designs. And the first category is shawls. That is for the very simple reason that I think not everyone, but definitely for me, and definitely as someone who works a lot with crafting, when I think sort of classic crochet, a shawl comes up very, very quickly. And so I've selected some lovely yarns that are suited excellently to make beautiful shawls from them. The first of which is this beautiful pattern, the Numena shawl. It is a plus pattern. The pattern is $3.75. It is made by Kame Crochet, whom some of you may know as the amazing designer of our crochet along that's starting soon. This beautiful, beautiful circular shawl is made with Sultan Deluxe. I'll tell you a bit more about this yarn in a sec. Plus patterns are patterns written by independent designers who sell them through our website. So 100% of the proceeds of that pattern, if you decide to purchase it for yourself, will go to the designer. Just important for you to know, Happy 40 does not apply to the pattern because I don't want to take money away from the designers. So this is the Numena shawl by, I don't know if it's Kame Crochet or Kame Crochet. Fantastic crochet designer. If you say, okay, I love the idea of a pattern, but maybe something more triangular, fret not. I've also selected some classic triangular shawls for you. For instance, here we have the classical attitude shawl. Matt, would you say you have a classical attitude?
No.
Just an attitude?
Yes.
Just a bad one?
Yeah, a bad attitude.
The classical attitude shawl made in Sultan Deluxe. So it's the same yarn as the previous one. And here you can see a beginner-friendly shawl, again made with just one cake. And this beautiful pattern is available for free. So you can make a lovely, lovely, elegant and simple shawl for yourself. This is the classical attitude shawl made in Sultan Deluxe. So these two beautiful patterns are both made in our Sultan Deluxe, and I'm going to tell you a little bit more about that yarn. It is a 100% cotton, and it is a sort of classic cake yarn with a beautiful, very, very soft gradient. Can we pull up the shawl real quick again, like just the one that you have open right now? Because I think it shows the gradient really nicely. So what you can see there is that you have these really, really, really soft, gradual color changes. You don't have any sort of super blocky edges. Even with the multicolored ones, you have the colors flowing into each other really beautifully. And that is done by having one thread, that the overall thread, or one ply of the thread, change color at a time. I'm gonna hold it up to the close-up cam so you can see a little bit better. And I think I'm gonna choose a multicolored one because I think those show it a bit better. So as you can see here, you start with a solid outer, and then one part of the thread changes color, one more, until it's almost all this dark purple color, except then the first already changes to the blue. And then you go through purplish blue, until it's almost all blue, except then you already have the first turquoise coming in. And then so forth and so fifth until you end up with a solid inner color again. So you have solid color, and then in between you have a beautiful soft gradient. You get a kilometer of yarn, and for those of you who are not familiar with kilometers, that is 1,093 yards. So you get more than 1,000 yards of yarn on one of these guys, which, Matt, how many football fields is that?
That's 100 football fields, I think, according to you, or something like that. 10?
10.
10.
Yeah, because a football field
100.
is 100 yards. I remember, for those who don't know what we're talking about, I think like 2 or 3 weeks ago I was trying to and for some reason I got my hundreds and thousands mixed up, and I was like, yeah, isn't 1,000 yards how long a football field is? And then I realized, no, that makes no sense, because that's almost a kilometer. And if a football field were that long, it'd be hard to spectate as well.
It would be, yeah.
Because you're like, oh, I guess they scored.
You need like binoculars, basically.
Yeah. It might make it fun, I don't know. This is a fingering or sock weight cake, and like I said, runs for more than 1,000 yards, so many football fields. We recommend that you use a 3mm hook or needle to work this up, and it is a lovely soft cotton quality. Matt is going to pull up all the colors that we have for this beautiful yarn. It is a perfect choice for all of you who are a one cake kind of person. So if you just want something, you can grab you can start and you know it's gonna last you for the whole project. A shawl made from Salt and Deluxe is gonna give you exactly that. It is super lovely and soft. It is super lovely and drapey when worked up and just looks absolutely stunning. It is machine washable at a low to medium temperature, so it's also easy to take care of. You can, of course, use this for other things. You could make a cute cardigan out of this. You could make a cute vest. You could make a lovely dress even. You could also make a baby blanket or something of that variety. The shawls were just, I put it in the shawl category today because I think this is such a classic for a nice shawl. So this was Salt and Deluxe, our first yarn of the night. Well, night for us, day for you, or morning. You will receive 40% off on this fantastic yarn for the next 24 hours if you apply our code HAPPY40. And yeah, check it out on the website. If you just joined us, just make sure to put HAPPY40 in the chat. You get a link to our landing page, which has all of our yarns listed for you and linked for you. And then you can just, browse at your leisure and maybe grab yourself a nice Salt and Deluxe. We do have some more lovely shawl patterns, or one more, that we're going to show you now. No, that's not it. It's...
Okay, we just had to show that one. There you go.
We have another beautiful pattern coming up. This one is the Rapunzel shawl. This one is another plus pattern. You can buy it for $5, and it is another beginner-friendly crochet pattern. This one from Angel's Crochet Studio. I love, love, love this design. If you look at how beautifully the colors flow, if you look at the very, very intricate sort of intricate different stitches and the different designs worked into this, I just think it looks super lovely. It's a perfect project if you're kind of trying to like really like sort of flex your crochet muscles a little bit and see what you can craft with crochet. It is made from another cotton cake, and this one is Dahlia. So I'm going to now tell you a little bit more about our beautiful Dahlia, which is another cotton cake, but unlike Salt and Deluxe, it has some little differences. Number one, noticeably, as you can see here, similar to Salt and Deluxe, you start on a solid, you end on a solid, and in between every thread, every little ply changes color one after the other. However, unlike with the Salt and Deluxe, what you can see here is that here you have the 4 plies that this little cake is made up of next to each other. They're not twisted. So it's kind of like an unspun yarn, except you have these 4 little plies very clearly. Each of these, one after the other, is going to change color. You may find a tiny, 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 tiny knot where that happens, and that is by design. So please, when you work with this, when you find a teeny tiny knot where the color changes, please do not open it. It is there by design. It is supposed to be there because that's how the color change happens. Just as a little PSA. And yeah, as you can see, you get a really, really lovely, very like kind of airy texture. I'm just going to hold them up next to each other so you get the comparison. So you can just see this is the Salt and Deluxe, which is just 1 thread, which is nice, especially if you're a beginner. It's a bit nicer to manage because you have 1. It's not going to split when you work it up. It's going to just be a little easier to handle. This one, on the other hand, is going to be a bit airier, a bit lighter. It's going to give you that slightly, more airy, light texture when worked up. And is a little more challenging, I think, to a very, very beginner. It's very similar, Dahlia, very similar to our Sultan, not to be confused with Salt and Deluxe, in that it is also made from 100% cotton. It is also 800 meters, which is how many yards? 875 yards. So it is really, really similar to that. What differentiates them mainly is the color varieties. Dahlia has these really lovely floral inspired kind of, lovely, very natural shades as well. Matt is showing you all the different colors. I have a few more here in the studio that I'm going to show you in front of the camera as well. Oh, they're so pretty. I love them.
Someone also asked if the Rapunzel used more than 1 cake.
Yes, it does. Woo! The Rapunzel is made up of 2 cakes, so 1,600 and a bit yards. Yeah, so you're gonna need 2 cakes for the Rapunzel pattern. So this is the one I've already shown you. Oh, both Dahlia and Sultan Deluxe come with an easy start tab. So if you're someone who likes using their cakes from the center, these are your friends. These are your friends because they mark the center pole. So that way you don't have to root around in here to try and find it. It's already sort of pre-marked for you and then usually just pushed into the outside label like so. So when you get your cake, it kind of looks like that. It is a game changer to have this. We have it on quite a few of our skeins and on most of our cakes, but yeah, it is amazing. I'm gonna show you a few more Dahlias now because I just love, love, love these colors. It's a sport weight. We recommend that you use a hook or needle between 2.5 millimeters and 3.5 millimeters. And like Sultan Deluxe, it is also machine washable. So it's a 100% cotton yarn, super lovely, airy and floofy. I could just see on the chat in the product description for this they have added the tip in there as well. If you are working with Dahlia or Sultan or any of our other untwisted cakes, it is or it can be really helpful to run the threads through a kind of slightly heavier pearl or bead. In German, the word pearl and bead are the same. That's why I got a bit, but like a bead, so a wooden bead. It doesn't have to be a pearl. I mean, it could be if you're that fancy. Anyway, running them through that to have a little bit of a little weight on it when you're working it up, because if you keep a little bit more tension on it, it's of course going to make it easier to kind of hold the 4 strands together. Also, it just means that between the cake and your needle, it's going to run through one more thing that's holding it together. So again, it just helps a little bit with that. So that's Dahlia. I saw someone else asking about the difference between Dahlia and Sultan. The key difference here is the color. It is very similar. Otherwise, you can pick a Sultan pattern and make it with a Dahlia cake. That should be no problem. It's yeah, just a matter of taste of which colors you like best. So this was Dahlia, our second beautiful yarn of the night. For our third yarn, I don't actually have a pattern to show you because a lot of the patterns that we have for it is knit patterns. So if you are a knitter out there, I have not forgotten about you. Don't you worry. All of these yarns are also very much knittable. This week we'll focus a bit more on crochet design, or I think this month on the whole we'll focus a bit more on crochet design. However, you'll get your time in the spotlight. We will be sure to give you loads of lovely inspiration as well in the future. So this next yarn is our beautiful, it doesn't look like much, does it? This doesn't look super interesting. Or, I mean, this kind of just normal purple skein. Ha ha ha, you thought. This is Sunbird. It is a beautiful acrylic yarn made from 100% super beautiful, high quality acrylic. It is falling apart a little bit because I just decided to rip it apart. Sunbird is for those of you who love a color change, a fixed color change. So you're going to get the same kind of colors in every skein, but who like blockier stripes. So unlike the Dahlia and unlike the Sultan Deluxe, here one color ends, the next one begins, the next one begins, the next one begins until you've reached the center color. All the skeins are dyed to be the same. There might be, you know, on one skein you might get a meter extra of the purple, on the other you're going to get a meter extra of the yellow, but overall the order of the colors is going to be the same on each of these lovely skeins. This is the yarn, one of the yarns that I recommend the most often when people are looking for a beautiful alternative to a wool yarn that does not include any animal fiber. It is made from acrylic, it is super soft, and it has just the most stunning, vibrant colors. The surface of it is super soft, and as you can see here, very nicely spun thread. So again, no risk of it sort of splitting apart as you're working with it. And as you can hopefully see a little bit, it has a very light sheen to it. The closest I could sort of liken this to would actually kind of be It's almost a bit similar to viscose or mercerized cotton. So it has that very sort of very soft, very little resistance as you touch it kind of surface. One big tip I can give you when working with Sunbird from experience is it is a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous yarn. It flies off your needle. No, the needle goes through it, not through it. It works up like, I'm trying to think of like, I keep thinking of butter. I think I'm a bit hungry. I keep trying to say like it goes on your needles like butter, but that's not quite right. It is buttery soft. It is absolutely beautiful. Do yourself a favor when you receive it. Grab a yarn winder or grab your hands, and for all that is holy, wind it up. Wind it and either roll it up into a ball or wind it up into a little cake, because these skeins, sadly, like you just saw, kind of tend to fall apart. And because this yarn is so soft, because it has such a very, very, very almost slippery surface, this yarn, once it gets tangled up, it really gets tangled up. I have spent many hours trying to detangle my beautiful Sunbird skeins, and I have been very sad when I've had to cut out a good chunk of yarn. So that's just my absolute #1 tip, because yeah, you have a silky smooth surface. Once that's really knotted up and tangled, there is almost no chance of like getting it out again. On a Sunbird, you get 547 yards, that's 500 meters. It's a light worsted or DK weight, so it's lovely for all of you who, like me, kind of like to up their hook or needle size a little bit. You're looking at a 5.5 millimeter hook or needle recommendation here. It is also machine washable at low to medium temperature, so another really easy to take care of yarn. Sarah on the chat says, I have some of the color #1, but I haven't decided what I'm going to make with it yet. And then Joanna says, I didn't catch the name of this one. It's called Sunbird. I can show you the label. Designed by our wonderful colleague Daniel. Sunbird, that's the name of this. The color I'm currently holding is color 12, which has these beautiful shades of blue, green, and yellow. The one I was holding earlier, the beautiful purple, this is color 2. And then I do have another gorgeous, gorgeous yarn here. This is color 7, which is these awesome, super lovely sort of burgundy shade. And then also a lighter one on the center. On the website, the cakes, like these, this is what they'll look like when they arrive to you. So don't worry, we didn't forget a color. The ones on the website, in order to take the picture, they were kind of pulled apart like this. So what you see on the website is how the color change is going to look. But just know that those skeins have been kind of prepared to be photographed so that they show the whole color change. And this is what'll arrive in the mail to you. I can see Gina on the chat saying, I'm working on my second blanket with this yarn. It is so nice to work with, and it is fantastic for blankets. I put it in the shawl category because in my mind, when I think, well, to be fair, it's also the only thing I've made with this yarn previously, if I've made a shawl. I used 1.5, by the way. And it wasn't with the one I destroyed. The one I destroyed ended up, I started another shawl, but then I think I just got discouraged. I have about 5 of these at home. They've now all been wound into cakes. So now they're all ready to be used. But yeah, absolutely love this. We're going to have a little look and show you what it looks like when worked up from pictures that you have uploaded. And I can see immediately that someone made a gorgeous, gorgeous shawl. Right there. So Kelsey used 2 skeins with 4 skeins of acacia or acacia, which is coming up later, to make this gorgeous, gorgeous shawl. And yeah, it looks absolutely stunning. You can see a lot of little blankets, also really, really nice use of the different colors. There's some lovely sweaters. Someone else made a lovely little project. This is by Christina, total beginner, but I love how it turned out. And then another little sweater by Evelyn, a lovely soft hoodie made for her grandson. So as you can see, lots of lovely inspiration there for what you can make with Sunbird. It crochets as nicely as it knits. Like I said, today I'm kind of focusing on crochet to celebrate International Crochet Month. Woo, woo, woo. But you can, of course, knit this up beautifully as well. That was Sunbird, 3rd yarn of the night. And if you're thinking, do you have anything today that's not yarn? Yes, we do. It is, for those of you who might be knitters, but want to start your crochet journey, or for those who recently started to crochet and are maybe looking to add to their collection of crochet accessories, or if you're a long season crocheter and you just want to treat yourself. For all of you, we have this. That's right, this cute little organizer. No, I'm kidding. This is the Cosmo crochet hook set. It comes with crochet hooks in 9 sizes, and it comes in this cute little organizer, and I will now reveal the contents. So what you get are these super, super cute crochet hooks. They're from a size 3mm to a 6mm, always with the 0.5mm sizes included as well. And these hooks are lovely to work with. They have an aluminum or aluminum tip, depending on where you're from, and this handle made from thermoplastic rubber. The handle has the size of the hook. Unfortunately, it's only written on it. I actually really like when it's engraved in, because then it's less likely to kind of disappear after a few uses. But you know, I'll pass that feedback along. It has a flattened sort of groove right here where you can put your thumb when you work, or I guess if you're, I don't know how you hold your hook when you work in like the, anyway, has a nice little flat groove here that you can put your thumb into, which is lovely. And it comes in this gorgeous purple color. This is called Wisteria. And here you can see all of them next to each other. The little organizer also has this little pocket, which is great because you can put your stitch markers and your darning needle in there, for instance, so then you have everything you need in one place. So the Cosmo crochet hook set is part of today's offer, and you can get 40% off on it. So if you know someone, if you're maybe looking for a gift for someone who's gotten into crocheting recently, this is pretty much all you need. It has sizes 2mm to 6mm, so a lot of the sort of very beginner friendly sizes as well. And if you need a bigger hook, you can always get a bigger hook. But I think with 2 to 6 for a shawl, you've got everything you need. I don't think anyone is out there crocheting shawls with a 10mm hook or something. I mean, no. I mean, maybe, but is that then still a shawl? Probably. Anyways, this lovely, lovely, lovely set is available today at 40% off with our code HAPPY40. This is the Cosmo crochet hook set, Wisteria, in this lovely purple color, and it comes with the set, like with the organizer, so that's included in it. And with that, we've reached the end of category 1. So category 1 were our shawls and shawl-ly yarns, which included Dahlia, Sultan Deluxe, and of course our beautiful Sunbird. All of these yarns available at 40% off with our code HAPPY40. And with that, we have reached one of my favorite parts of this show, which is where I get to announce the first giveaway winner. Woo, woo, woo! This first giveaway was randomly picked from everyone who had signed up for this event ahead of time. So if you would like to sign up for next week's event ahead of time, what do they have to put in the chat, Matt?
Next one for next week.
Next one for next week. And it's next and then the number 1. So NEXT number 1. Next one, you can put that in the chat. It'll trigger a message sent to you, which will have the link to next week's event already there. So you can make sure you sign up for it, because then you can be a winner.
But then we also have...
Then we have another code for you. Because this is International Crochet Month and it's finally gonna be spring, we're having a big end of the month live special as well on the 25th. So 21 days from now, 3 weeks from now. That one is gonna be a big one. It's gonna probably feature myself and Jaya. We're not gonna burn any yarn. If we do, I'm gonna cry. But you can join us for that one. And the event is already up on our Facebook page. So if you want to, make sure you sign up for that and don't miss it. It's going to be bigger, 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 huge. You can type big one in the chat as well. So big one if you want to sign up for our big end of the month, springtime, end of crochet month, extra special, kapow, wapow. Imagine fireworks. Big one is what you want to put in the chat. And if you just want to sign up for next week's, then you can put next one in the chat. and make sure you sign up, because we will most likely continue to randomly pick a giveaway winner from everyone who signs up. But with that, congratulations to our first giveaway winner of the day, evening, afternoon, night. It is Francis Lehman, or Francis Lehmann. I don't know if that's last name is pronounced English or German. Francis Lehman, congratulations! You are our first winner of the night. To make sure that we send you your gift card worth $25, please email us at this address. It's live@hobbii.com. live@hobbii.com. Matty Matt goes through that inbox regularly and he will send you your code ASAP. So congrats, Francis Lehman. You are our first winner. And do remember, everyone watching, that we have 3 more giveaways coming up. So make sure you like this video, because that's where we'll pick another random winner. And then we'll have 2 more where we'll pick from the chat. I will tell you when it's time to be active in the chat for that one. So now we're moving on to the next category, which is, I think, again, when I think crochet, there's 2 ways. I think shawl or I think amigurumi. So now we're going to talk about amigurumi, which are these, in case you don't know, little figurines, little animals, little plushies that are crocheted. And this first pattern I have for you is an intermediate level crochet pattern, and it is the Inky amigurumi, which is this adorable little octopus wearing a little yellow submarine hat and having 2 little fishy friends swim on top of it. And the reason I chose this pattern is because it is made with an unconventional yarn. So the main body of this little octopus is actually made, you see the sort of color of it, is actually made by using dahlia. But we have a second version of dahlia, and I thought, well, that actually looks closer to it. So the next yarn I have for you is Dahlia Mixo, which, same as dahlia, is a beautiful cotton cake. It is the exact same type of yarn, except instead of having 4 threads that change color one after the other, you just have 4 different colored threads running next to each other, which is how you get this lovely melange of colors. Maybe show you one that has a little more higher contrast. Yeah, here, because you can see the contrast a little bit better. So as you can see here, you still have the four strands next to each other. They're not twisted together, they're just next to each other. So you get the same floofy, airy texture. But where on a normal dahlia, this purple would eventually merge into the red, and then that would eventually merge into the white, etc. Here you just have all 4, same color throughout, all next to each other. So you get this really cool mottled look. And I thought, 1, I love when patterns use an unconventional yarn. So using something like this for the body of an amigurumi, I think is just very, very innovative and very creative. And I just think, yeah, it's really, really cool when your kind of expectation gets flipped like that a little bit. So the Inky amigurumi was the first pattern from the amigurumi category. It is made using also 8/4 cotton yarn, because of course you want those really cute cartoon eyes, you want the cute little submarine. So those are made with cotton yarn, but for the main body you can use dahlia or dahlia mixo to make that cute little body. And I just thought it was very, very adorable. I have some more dahlia mixo here, and because this is a yarn we don't show that often, I think I'm going to show you some more of the colors, because I think it looks super, super nice. We haven't had it on live that much recently, so I think it's a great chance to show you some different colors. This is color number 2 that I'm holding right now, which has these beautiful like light blue, lighter blue, orange and yellow. So it goes kind of more with the kind of contrast between the colors. Whereas here we've got beautiful color 7, which has the sort of burgundy, white and 2 different purples. And then we have this beautiful blue and turquoise blend. This is color 9, where we have a teal, a light, almost purpley blue, and then some lighter turquoise as well. So these are some of the very, very, very lovely colors that you can check out for Dahlia Mixo. Other than that, like I said, it's the same as Dahlia. So you get the 875 yards of yarn. You get 100% cotton, you get a recommended hook or needle size of sort of a 3 to 4, all stays the same. The tip with the pearl still applies, even though this is not a gradient. It's still an untwisted thread. So
someone said show the greens. We have
ooh,
one green.
show the greens.
Yeah.
We have a green. We don't have all of them sadly here, but this one is lovely. So this one is kind of more of the bluish greens, right? So you have kind of almost a minty green, and then you have this, which is kind of a bit more, what would you call this? I have a word in German in mind, but I can't think, like kind of green.
It becomes a little bit more pastel.
Yeah, a little more of a pastel green, and then you have a nice sort of medium blue in here as well to kind of round it out. So this is, thanks, this is color 11. This beautiful one. And Dahlia Mixo is included in today's offer. So you get 40% off if you apply our code HAPPY40 for it. Katrina says, ooh, I hope that was maybe in response to the Dahlia Mixo that I just showed. It is very, very nice. The one Matt showed on the screen, I think, is number 12. So it's one shade darker than the one that I showed.
And that's the like real green, I suppose, right?
That is the proper green. So we sadly do not have this one in the studio. We had the lighter one, the number 11 in the studio. So it's that. So, with this next pattern and this next yarn, we're actually sticking with the theme of me choosing some kind of classic amigurumi patterns, but then made in somewhat more unconventional yarns. I mean, I am a firm believer in there is no right or wrong way to use a yarn for a pattern. I think I love the kind of creative element of just exploring and finding like new innovative ways to work with yarn. But of course, a lot of times when we think amigurumi, the two classics that come up is 100% cotton yarns and chenille yarns. And we will have both a 100% cotton and a chenille yarn later in the show. We'll actually have 3 chenille yarns today, later in the show. However, I did purposefully not put them in the amigurumi category and instead put a yarn in here that, again, I think wouldn't be something that people would immediately connect to. And these are brand new patterns as well. They are from a cute new Easter collection that we have. Here are 3 absolutely adorable Easter amigurumis. All of these patterns are available for free, so you can download them right now, and they're all intermediate level. The first one is the Easter surprise egg sheep. It's a cute little fuzzy sheep. These are made out of cotton, so out of the kind of expected yarn. However, the egg is made in portobello, which is a lovely, lovely cotton and wool blend yarn that I'll tell you a little bit more about in a second. But it isn't something that people would necessarily expect, because I think a lot of people see portobello and they think, well, obviously sweater, vest, shawl, maybe bag, but I think that's already kind of, no one would think Easter egg for an amigurumi bunny. So this is the bunny Easter surprise egg. You can see there are all these cute little Easter surprise eggs. That's the line, but you have one with a sheep, you have one with a bunny, and you have one with a little chicken. All of these patterns are free, all of them, yeah, available right now for download. It's a brand new collection that just launched, and all of these are intermediate level. It's so cute. Look at that little chicken. It is so adorable. And I, again, just love that with portobello, at least some of the yarns used in that pattern are somewhat more unconventional, somewhat more unexpected. And that's why you come for live shopping. You can expect the unexpected. The bunny is so cute, says Tracy. And then just before that, someone said, Christy said, make your own asthmatic sheep. Love it. And someone said, what do you mean about a pearl? Oh, I think, first of all, I think you, Sarah, I think you may be watching this on a slight delay. Because if you just got to the pearl part, we're already in the future. What I meant was bead. It's just that in German, we say Perle for both, and so we just use the same word for both, which is why I said pearl initially when I meant bead. Little German lesson for you.
Same for us.
You also say Perle for both?
Perle,
yeah. See? Germanic languages, man.
I mean, English is also Germanic, but apparently they just break the mold.
Yeah, they went off on a slightly different direction on the tree. Yeah, definitely. Although, as someone who's doing Duolingo lessons, let me tell you, I have beef with the English language because like it's a known fact. Like English doesn't have that much variety of words. So in fact, a lot of the time it's English that uses one word when they mean a lot of different things.
Mm-hmm.
And one that is currently tripping me up in my lessons a lot is the word keep.
Keep. It could be a keep. You could keep something.
And it's meant in the sense of to continue doing something.
Okay, yeah.
So a lot of times, and Duolingo sometimes just asks you to translate one word.
Right.
And I will see keep, and I will think in Swedish, and I'll think, oh, like behålla, like keep something.
Yeah,
I'm going to keep this.
Right.
No. They want me to use fortsätt. So they want me to use continue. But because you can use the word keep for both.
That's difficult. Yeah.
It's actually beef that I have with Duolingo. It's not beef that I have with the English language. But it's the same with like the word like to put. Because in Swedish, you can either like lay something, you can stand something. Like it's different words for different, depending on what you do. Whereas in English, it's like you put the fork on the table, you put the tablecloth on the table, and you put the book on the shelf. You put all of these. Whereas in Swedish, those are different verbs, depending on if it's flat, if it's standing up, etc. So, little X course that no one asked for. Karana is saying, I'm learning German on Duolingo right now. I'm using it kind of as an additional tool. So I've taken sort of formal instruction Swedish lessons, right? So the very basics of the grammar I actually learned from a professional teacher. And then just to keep up with it, because right now with my workload, I'm unable to take any more classes. So I kind of said, okay, I'm going to make the commitment. I'm on 711 days now on Duolingo. And I really enjoy it. And I really enjoy that they're teaching you unconventional sentences. Again, with the unexpected unconventional. Just because I don't need to memorize sentences and get around my life. I actually kind of need to learn the language and how it works. And so a lot of the sentences are ridiculous and you would never use them in real life. But the idea is to teach you to build that sentence and then you can replace the subject or you can replace the object, right? Like it's like, so one of my favorite sentences I've learned on Duolingo is Varför ligger det en norsk arkitekt i min säng?
Spannende.
Why is there a Norwegian architect in my bed? Which is a brilliant sentence that I'm very likely to never have a chance to use. Because presumably if there were a Norwegian architect, I would know why. Why? Like it's the fact that who am I asking this?
It's very specific.
It's like, you come home and there's a third person there. It's you, the Norwegian architect, and a third person because you're asking someone else. So.
Or you're asking yourself, maybe.
Or you're asking yourself out loud. Yeah. Why use lot words when few words do trick? Okay,
Classic.
Kevin. All right, I'll tell you now a little bit more about Portobello because you're not here to hear me talk about my opinions on Duolingo. You're here to to hear about the yarn. Cynthia says because the Swedish architect was busy.
Fair.
That is fair. The other one I love is är det din fru som sitter på en ren? Which is that your wife that's sitting on a clean reindeer? And I think they use the sentence because ren and ren to teach you that ren, the adjective, is clean and ren, the noun, is reindeer.
You know what? You are starting to become Swedish because of like just how well I didn't understand that. I did not get that at all. Yeah,
and Jenny or Jenny is laughing because she is Swedish, so she can understand how bad my pronunciation actually is. Everyone else is like, "Oh wow, Louisa, Swedish is really coming along," and Jenny is like, "Jesus Christ, woman."
No, I'm sure she thinks it's great.
Right, let me tell you a little bit about Portobello. This, like I said, is a cotton blend. So you've got a 60% cotton base, and then you've got 28% acrylic and 12% wool. And as you can see here, the white kind of underbelly of this yarn is the cotton, which is a cotton mesh tube. And then you've got these acrylic and wool fibers that are kind of stuffed into it, giving it that kind of mottled look where you have the white always kind of peeking out a little bit, but making sure that you have a little bit of fluff at the same time and a really nice soft texture. But the fluff isn't going to just be everywhere and come off. It's going to be very nice and protected in this little tube. So worsted weight, the recommended hook or needle size is a 4mm to 5mm. So a nice, again, sort of medium size for those who like working with slightly bigger hooks or needles. And all of the colors are just absolutely It compares, we have a few other yarns that have a similar style of production. So many of you might know our Divina or Pearly Haze or Metallico. All of those have the kind of chainette inner tube that then has different fibers in it. So that's... oh, Emily's asking if that what my scarf is made out of. No, actually, but it's a similar yarn actually. In terms of look, like the look of it is really similar. This is garland. So my scarf is made in our beautiful yarn garland. I'm gonna quickly show you because I'm really proud of it. I finished it this weekend, and then I blocked it for a few, well, like until it was dry. So this is another one of my scarf. So it's the Louisa scarf. I don't know. Actually discovered that my friend Agna wrote a pattern. So if you want a really similar written out pattern that is written out professionally and tested, you can check out the croissant scarf that we have on Hobbie's website. So the croissant scarf actually is pretty much exactly this pattern. I think I just like improvised it, and now I've just made so many of them. I actually finished multiple scarves this weekend. I kind of had a little operation going on, just but yeah, and then I was inspired because remember how we did the color theory episode, and then this morning I was like, oh, I'm gonna wear the scarf now that it's finally ready to be shown to the public. And then I was like, what am I gonna wear with it? Because I actually don't own a whole lot of stuff that goes with bright orange. And then I remembered color theory episode, complementary contrast, because it's a small accessory. So I'm doing the scarf in bright orange, and then I'm wearing blue today. I mean, this might read as black, but it's actually navy. But yeah, so I look like the Monet painting.
There we go.
So this is garland, which is not dissimilar looking to Portobello. It is thinner, I think, if you look at the and it's a different construction. So garland is not made in the same way as Portobello, but similar. You could make a really cute little scarf out of Portobello for sure. So here you see the colors again. You get a total of 131 yards on one of these little skeins, and we do recommend that you hand wash it to best preserve its texture and its color and keep it for a long, long, long time. Have we already shown all the colors, or are you showing those now?
Right now.
Matt is pulling them up right now. The reason that we haven't had Portobello on the show for a while, actually, is because a lot of the colors were out of stock, but we've restocked. That's why I was very excited to put them on today, because that way you can check out all the lovely yarns. There are a few still out of stock, but we've restocked most of them. So yeah, this is Portobello, which you can, of course, use as beautiful, beautiful clothing. You can make a cute scarf out of it. You can make a sweater, a vest, a blanket. There's heaps of ways you can use this lovely, lovely yarn. But if you're maybe looking for something cute to amigurumi with, you can also use it for that. That was Portobello, the next yarn that we have for you today at 40% off for a great little deal. Someone's asking what's with the code for bingo today. So you can put bingo in, or bingo 1, or play bingo in the chat.
BI1.
BI1. If you've never played bingo before. If you don't know about our bingo game. If you've played bingo before, that code you can ignore. It's just, in case you're unaware, we don't only have this brilliant, inspirational, I was going to say show-stopping, but then we are a show, like this is a show, kind of. We don't only bring you this amazing live event once a week. Every Monday at 5 p.m. CET, so the same time as this started for you, we also have a free bingo game in our Hobbii app. So if you've been completely unaware of that, you can type BI1 in the chat. It'll send you a link where you can download our app, and then you just log in with your normal login details from the website, and then you go ahead and play every Monday with Matthias, with Steven, for a few more weeks at least, with occasionally me, and it's a really, really fun time. So in case you've never been around for bingo, BI1 in the chat if you want to check it out. This was Portobello, our final yarn in the amigurumi category. That's a question, Matt.
Yes,
Yes, it is.
we have a little, of course, a little thing, a little accessory before we move on.
Yes, we do. And, oh, it's down here. I was like, where did I put it? So in case you were...
In case.
I didn't even do that on purpose. In case you were looking for something a little bigger than the case that the hooks come in. So if you're thinking, yeah, I really want my hooks like in a cute little organizer, but I actually need more space, I present to you the storage case. It is a super handy dandy two page, I was gonna say book, little organizer, and it has room for everything. We've put some stuff in. It comes without the stuff. We've just put some stuff in for illustration purposes. So you can put your hooks or needles here. You can put little bits and bobs. Your stitch markers, your darning needle, your measuring tape can go here. It has some room for a little ruler for your gauge swatches, and then also at the top you can, like, you know, all of those cute little things fit in here. And that's only page 1, because we also have page 2 where you can put even more things. You can put even more hooks or needles. You can put even more cables and other accessories. So a great way for you to organize all your crafting supplies. A great way to have them on the go with you is this cute little storage case. It comes in 3 colors. This one is the dark gray. We have 2 more colors, a lighter gray and a dark blue that we have available on the website. I think Matt can pull up pictures of them because we only have this one in the studio. So there you can check out the other colors that we have for this super fun storage case. Excellent to put your Cosmo crochet hooks into, or excellent to organize your hooks or needles that don't come in a set already. Like, Donna's asking about daylight savings time. That is a very good question. Off the top of my head, the US changes 2 weeks before us.
Also, I would say the one rule of thumb, you can always just check for CET.
Yeah.
And then
if you're trying to Google, so we are on CET, yeah, which is Central European Time, or Copenhagen time, as I like to call it.
Yeah.
We're on CET, so Central European time, and we change. We have the clock switch at the end of March, like the 20. It's always around the 21st. We're switching.
Last Sunday in March.
So yeah, we're switching on the last Sunday in March. So yeah, for a while there is going to be a difference. However, the Facebook event should actually auto-adjust for that. So the Facebook event should actually always show you the time that it is for you locally.
Should.
And also,
yes,
for those of you who are concerned about bingo, we will make sure to let our tech department know. Like, we will make sure that we're adjusting for, like, any changes in time. Or is that only when we change?
Well, the thing is about the adjustment is more for the sake of the game's integrity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, like, we will make sure. Because
Yes.
I remember we had problems, like, a year ago when it happened.
No, last year we actually, we did remind them in time, and they fixed it.
In the fall.
In the fall,
reminded them.
yes.
After we had problems a year ago in the spring.
In the spring.
Because I remember when that happened, and we were like, oh yeah, time change means that the server capacities are needed at different times. Whoopsie. Is anything happening on Thursday? Yes! Because not only do we have a bingo on Mondays, followed by a live shopping on Tuesdays. This Thursday, actually, we're going to shoot a little craft and chat. So it's going to be me and Jaya that you get to hang out with for a cozy while where we talk about all things crocheting and update you on cool stuff that's been going on. So yes, join us on Thursday, same time as this one, for a little craft and chat. If you've commented on this event, by the way, at the very end you'll get a message, most likely, asking you if you want to see all offers. If you click yes on that message, you'll receive all offers. But also, I have actually linked the Craft and Chat event there for you, so you can check it out and join us there. Okay, wow. So that was a lot of stuff, but what we're now reaching is another giveaway. Yay. So we're going to do another cute little giveaway now, and this time we're picking someone from the chat. So to participate in the giveaway, all you need to do is type in the chat #giveaway. Just type #giveaway. And yes, it has to be exactly the way it is written. That's like a neat magic trick. Whee! Exactly as it is written here. So type #giveaway giveaway in the chat now to participate. Hashtag giveaway to participate. And we're playing for a gift card worth $25 or equivalent in your currency. So 25 monies are on the line. Hashtag giveaway in the chat. Hashtag giveaway in the chat. Wonderful. While we're at it, I'm gonna pick the next yarns already, so I'm prepared.
You do that, you do that.
I'm like hoping everyone is so distracted they don't see, but then I think because I'm slightly lower on the frame, I'm actually like kind of able to... Oh, giveaway song. We have Jaya's giveaway song, don't we?
We have it. One second, let me find it.
Hashtag giveaway, hashtag giveaway. You have 24 seconds left to type that in the chat. Once is enough. It'll only count you the once, but I can see that 300 plus of you have already typed it in.
It's a giveaway. It's a giveaway. It's a giveaway time. It's a giveaway time. It's a giveaway.
I do hope the song is playing.
Yeah, it's done.
Because it would be really funny if something went wrong with the tech and the song wasn't playing, and then there's just me and Matt vibing. And you don't even see Matt, so it's really just me. Oh well, wouldn't be the first time I've made a fool of myself on camera.
That's what we're here for.
That's, you know, come for the deals, stay for the little fool. I think in another life I was probably a court jester. And we've got a winner, and it is Tommy Ann Cezanne. Congratulations, you are our second winner of the night. You will receive a gift card worth $25. Congratulations. I love that there's now like confetti on the graphics and everything. It's so nice. Congrats. Congrats. So, to redeem your gift card, please email us at live@hobbii.com. And that was, I hope that's just pronounced Tommy Ann Cezanne. Congratulations, you are our winner. Laura says, I missed the giveaway jingle. We'll play it again with the next giveaway, if we remember it. Alrighty, I'm gonna quickly grab some more yarn.
Yeah, and this is a different little segment for you, right? It's called the decor and
Accessories.
accessories.
Yeah.
Ooh, exciting.
Oh, I was like, what are you getting at? I thought I had maybe made like a really awkward typo or
I was just
something.
trying to segue.
Oh.
Yeah. While you were doing your thing.
Thank you. Helen is saying, I can't find your scarf pattern on the website. So for this particular one, there isn't a pattern on the website. So this particular one doesn't have a pattern. However, I think it's called the croissant scarf. Matt, can you pull up really quickly and see?
Let me see.
Yes. However, my lovely colleague actually designed a pattern that is the exact same method as this one, and that is the croissant scarf. So if you want to buy a pattern, it's beginner friendly. It's the exact method I used for this, and it's just that she actually kind of went through, you know, a testing process and actually kind of I just came up with this. It's half double crochets all the way, and then it's just an edge made from single crochets, and you can omit the edge if you want. Most of my other scarves don't have it, but yeah, that's but yeah, so there is no pattern written by me on the website. There is one somewhere on Facebook, and you can also email customer service if you want it, because I did kind of write a little like rundown of how it's done as well. So this next category is decor and accessories. And it's where I put a lot of the yarns that actually I think are normally more used in other categories, but I liked the idea of kind of mixing and matching a little bit. So this first pattern I wanted to share with you is actually a knit pattern, because I felt like I can't only show crochet. So this is a lovely knit pattern, and it is the Velvet Sunrise Blanket, which is made in our gorgeous Honey Bunny. So it is, I think, the only knit pattern we're showing today, but I wanted to have one on the show. So this is the Velvet Sunrise Blanket, a lovely knit pattern for a cozy, cozy blanket made out of our beautiful, beautiful Honey Bunny. It is an intermediate level pattern. It is available for free. and you can check it out. It's linked on our landing page. We do have another beautiful blanket pattern, and this one is made by a collaborator of ours that I actually got the chance to chat to about sort of his journey with crocheting and his design process like 7 or 8 months ago. This is by Jonah Larson, known as Jonah's Hands, a wonderful young crochet prodigy from the US. And this is called the Baby Bobble Blanket. And as you can see, it is made using our beautiful Honey Bunny candy. You can, of course, mix and match Honey Bunny candy and Honey Bunny together if you want a more confetti look or less confetti look, but this Baby Bobble Blanket is a really, really adorable project. It's an intermediate level pattern, super snugly soft, and then the little bobble stitches just give it that little bit of kind of eye-catching, kind of a little bit more pep and pop. So these two super cute blanket, what is happening? Blanket patterns are made with Honey Bunny / our beautiful Honey Bunny candy. Both of these are chenille yarns made from 100% polyester. This is the regular Honey Bunny, and this is Honey Bunny candy. Honey Bunny is just a pure polyester chenille yarn. You've got a, can I find an end? Oh, it doesn't really matter. You've got a really, really thin inner thread that has all these fibers sticking out from it, giving it this super soft, velvety structure and this really, really beautiful, super, super soft surface. And then you've got Honey Bunny candy, where the base is just a regular strand of Honey Bunny, except it has this neon accent thread worked into it with these little pops of color. So you actually get these really cute, kind of funfetti pops of color on the yarn. I think this is really nice because on the black one, it really, really pops. As you can see, you can kind of see that this is just an additional little strand that is worked into the yarn, or worked around the yarn, kind of twisted around it. I don't want to pull it apart too much, but yeah, you can kind of see it here. And yeah, when worked in, this little thread that kind of connects the little pops of color kind of almost disappears into the project, like it's not super visible, and then these little flecks are kind of what remains and give it that little bit of extra oomph. Both of these yarns are 131 yards or 120 meters per skein. Both of them run for 131 yards. Recommended hook or needle size is around a 6 to 7 millimeters. That can very much vary depending on project. If you're doing amigurumi with this, which is what a lot of people use chenille yarns for, you may want to downsize just to make sure that your stitches are nice and tight so that when you stuff your amigurumi with filling, nothing comes out. If you're making garments with it, you can also size up if you want it a little more flowy, if you want a little looser structure. So always go with either when you swatch it, what feels best to you, or go with the pattern. But yeah, recommendation is roughly 6 millimeters to 7 millimeters. And yeah, it works up very, very nicely. It is super, super fluffy, super, super soft. We do have 2 other chenille yarns in our sort of regular rotation, which are Toucan and Baby Snuggle. I would say that Honey Bunny is more similar to Baby Snuggle than it is to Toucan. I think that Toucan at the whole is a little bit more firm and has a sort of bit more dense feel to it, whereas this one is more floofy. That's just my personal, based on having worked with both of them, all 3 of them actually, that's kind of my feeling. So I would say that Honey Bunny and Baby Snuggle, you won't really tell a big difference other than the colors, which are different. But with Toucan, I think it's a little bit different. Matt is pulling up, speaking of colors, Matt is pulling up the full color palette. Jody on the chat, for instance, is saying, I like using a 4 millimeter with Honey Bunny. So that's a really, really good, good input. So it really depends on, what project you're making, what is the preferred outcome that you would like to have in terms of the firmness, the structure of your stitches, how tight you want it. And yeah. Lexi's saying, from what I found, Jonah is currently 12. No, he was starting his senior year last year when we were talking, so he must be, 17? I think, but yeah. So I think maybe I think he's around that age.
But on the image that we saw here before, he must have been a little younger than that, right? This is from a little bit ago.
think that pattern came out this year.
This year?
Yeah. But he is very, like, young looking. I mean, to be fair, 16, 17, that is quite young.
Yeah.
But...
Teenager still.
Yeah, teenager. But I think he's, if I remember correctly, because I talked to him about it, and I think we talked in the summer, and I think he was about to start his senior year of high school, not college.
It's amazing how far he's gotten already, right?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing. So that's Honey Bunny and Honey Bunny Candy. Honey Bunny Candy, the base color is always so the same color number for the base color is the same color in Honey Bunny as well. And then you just have the little add-ons with the peek, 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 peek. Jody says, yeah, he's 16 or 17. Oh, and then his website says he's 12. Yeah, I think the website may not have been updated recently. But as far as I know, yeah, like senior year of high school. So around 17-ish. And Mary says he lives in Wisconsin. Exactly. It was very fun getting to chat to him. We had two little live streams where I got to like ask him, a lot about him and his journey. And then the second one was very much focused on some of his designs that he had written for Hobbii up until that point. And it was really cool, like talking about like his process, and very, very impressive person. Anyways, he also made the cute little blanket that you saw, which was made in Honey Bunny Candy. So these yarns, like I said, amigurumi, clothing, you can make any kind of cute little accessory out of these. So these were just some examples. Both of them 40% off with our code HAPPY40, and both of them machine washable, which is also great, especially if you're making maybe a little plushie for a child. Then having it machine washable is actually a great, great, great thing.
Who said?
Actually,
sorry, yeah?
can you really quickly, like, you don't, like, just scroll down a little bit, go to the patterns for it.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Louisa, did you put Honey Bunny into a Mario game, and then it got a mushroom? Because it seems like it has grown in size.
I was briefly confused where Matt was going with this, but yes. Like I said, we have 3 beautiful chenille yarns today for you. We have Honey Bunny, we have Honey Bunny Candy, and we have Honey Bunny Big. That's right. If you've wondered, I like this, could I get it in bigger? The answer is yes. Yes, you can. Look at that. Look at that. I mean, this is already almost the size of my face. This is the size of my head. This is Honey Bunny Big, which is the same in the sense that it is a 100% polyester chenille yarn. Here you can kind of even more see how fluffy and how soft it is. And this is just the bigger version. You get 131 yards on this as well, so runs for the same. Do these all run 131 yards? Yes, they do. That's amazing. So this also runs 131 yards. It is a jumbo sized yarn. The recommended needle size for this, or hook size for this, is a 10 to 12 millimeters. So much, much, much thicker. You can, of course, again, adjust it based on what your project requires. It is also machine washable. So pretty much the exact same as this, only, wait, I can actually show you the really cute little label. So this is the one cute little Honey Bunny, and this is Honey Bunny Big. Look at that. Look at them. So sweet. So yeah, we also have Honey Bunny Big, which I also put in because we do have another lovely little pattern that's kind of from the decor category. This is the color block rug pattern, which is a beginner-friendly crochet pattern for a cute little rug. So another kind of, again, maybe a little more unexpected, although with a jumbo-sized yarn like that, I wouldn't say it's unexpected, but another cute project that you could crochet out of our Honey Bunny Big. This is the color block rug, which is a plus pattern. You can buy it for $4.50 and support the work of the designer. The color block rug. Yeah, I think I said blog earlier. No, block, like a block of colors. You know what color block means. Made in Honey Bunny Big.
Put the color block rug on your blog.
Exactly. How many yards is that again? 131 yards for both the Honey Bunny Big and the regular Honey Bunny.
Could you show the 2 strands together?
Yes, I can. Certainly, I am more than happy to. So here you can see the difference. Pow. And of course, like, this now looks like, oh my god, that's like almost exactly double the size of this. It is, but do bear in mind that because it is a chenille yarn, it kind of, like, as you work it up, right, it also kind of contracts. Like, the inner thread of this is kind of thinner as well. So it's super nice, super, super fluffy, and just... Another pattern you can make with this that I did link on our landing pages, we also have an amigurumi pattern made in this that's also a plus pattern that I love. It is the party guinea pig, which is a massive, adorable guinea pig pattern. Did I not link it? Yeah, I did. Whew. The party guinea pig, which you could make. You could make it in Honey Bunny, and it's going to look nice, but it is originally written to be done in Honey Bunny Big. And just look at how cute it is. This is another plus pattern that you can buy on our website. I kind of regret now that I made it in Honey Bunny. I should make it in Honey Bunny Big. So nice. Honey Bunny Big. Part of our selection today, 40% off with the code HAPPY40. So you could grab yourself some of this. In case you're wondering if you, for instance, like the idea of this, but the color you want isn't available, I don't think using 2 strands of this is going to be a perfect replacement, by the way, just because of the structure. It's going to look very different. So I do think, yeah, I don't think it's dupeable that way. I haven't tested it though. If you have, please let me know if you've tried it, and you might want to try it. A lot of people are loving the party guinea pig. It is so cute. It is so, so cute. It is linked on our landing page. So if you've typed happy40 in the chat before, you will have already gotten the link most likely. You can find it there. If not, you can type happy40 in the chat and check it out there. If you're on YouTube where the commenting function sadly does not work, then you can grab, you can just go on the website, go on Honey Bunny Big, and you'll find it there linked under patterns. Tina is asking about the giveaways. So the very first giveaway was randomly picked from everyone who signed up for the event, and the winner's name was, Matt, can you pull it up for me again? Frances Lehman, or Lehman. And the second giveaway was done from the chat, and our winner was Tommy Ann Cezanne, or I hope that's how it's pronounced. We will have another giveaway coming up pretty soon. I will, before that, briefly talk about some more accessories that you can make with some other yarns that we have in our lovely selection. So again, I didn't always try to be super unconventional, but I kind of like the idea of, yeah, having a lot of yarns that work for a lot of different things, mostly crochet focused today. So the next yarn I have for you is Amigo XL, and I'm going to show you 2 super cute patterns that we have for this yarn. Both of them available for free, and both of them just awesome. This first one is the memoir bag. And if you're looking at that picture and wondering, what am I looking at? It's a little bag. It is a little bag that perfectly fits your little Polaroid camera. So if you have a Polaroid camera, then you've got this cute little bag to put it in with an extra lens cover, so that when you're out and about making memories, you can have the little memoir bag to transport your camera. I just think it is so cute. It just, yeah, it's a cute little kind of instant camera bag. Of course, you could also just fully attach the lens cover and just have it as a normal cute little bag. I think it still looks adorable, but I just like the idea of this. It's an intermediate level crochet pattern, and it is made in... Oh, thanks, Matt. I was like, where's the yarn? And Matt's like, right in front of you. It is made in our Friends Cotton 88. Bless you.
Thank you. In
our Friends Cotton 88. I put it on the wrong place accidentally. Sorry, Matt. So yeah, you can make that super cute little bag in our Friends Cotton 88, and I'll tell you a little bit more about that in a sec. Do we have a second pattern? Yes, we have a second pattern for the Friends Cotton 88. Maybe we can pull that up now instead. We'll do Friends Cotton first and then do Amigo after. That's the one. Another very cute pattern from the accessories kind of collection that you can make in Friends Cotton 88 is this hands-free leash. It's the Woof hands-free leash. Please only make this if your dog is quite small, because I don't think that a crocheted cotton leash is the right thing to kind of try holding back like a pit bull, or that is, you know, or I don't know, or a German Shepherd that's really excited about going somewhere. I don't know for sure, like, so I think this is more for a smaller doggo. But this is the Woof hands-free leash, a super cute little crochet project, also made in 8/8 cotton, that yeah, you could make as a little gift for someone or for yourself. I love that it comes with a little kind of bag that you can then put like your keys into and your wallet, or the little poop bags that you might need if you're on a walk with your dog. So that is really cute. You can find all the patterns linked on our landing page. So if you've typed Happy 40 in the chat, all of those patterns that I'm showing you will be linked there. They're also always linked under the yarns. So if you go to Friends 8/8 Cotton, you'll find it there. And I see Matt is also putting the memoir bag in the chat, so you can check it out there. This is the yarn that these two bags, or I guess the leash is more than just a bag, are made out of. This is Friends 8/8 Cotton. It is an 8-ply cotton yarn. It's a light worsted or DK weight. You get 82 yards of material on one of these, and the recommended hook or needle size is a 3.5 to 4. It's millimeters, that is. It is a classic cotton yarn, something that you would a lot of times maybe use for amigurumis, but also something used for decor, used for pot holders, little trivets, or things like bags. It is a great, super versatile yarn. It's machine washable at low to medium temperature, so excellent for that.
What colors are you holding?
I am holding colors 42, might be called tomato, might not be. It's either tomato or cranberry. Cranberry. And then is 43 tomato? Or which one is tomato? No, which one is tomato?
Tomato's 40, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Okay. Because I was looking at this color the other week, trying to think if I wanted it for a project, and then remembered that I still had some of it at home. So I luckily didn't order it. We've got number 96, which is this gorgeous teal, and then the brown I was holding was color 10. So
it's not there.
Sold out, so anyway.
Get away.
I didn't mean to do that. It slipped from my hand, but then I was like, well, I'm going to commit to the bit.
Yeah.
We also have this lovely kind of mint color. That is color 94. And then we have color 9, which is this cool, like kind of lighter brown, very warm. It's called Nougat.
Very spring-like.
It's light worse than decay is apparently what Dagmar's auto caption turned light worsted or decay into.
Should we show the entire color?
We're going to show the whole color palette for this yarn because there is lots of colors, and it is, like I said, a super versatile yarn. It is essentially it's the 8-ply cotton, so it is the thickest out of the sort of normal cotton yarns that we offer, and you can use it for pretty much anything. It's 40% off for the next 23 and a half hours with our code HAPPY40. No, 22 and a half hours actually, because I've been talking for a long time. Denise is saying, I use it for amigurumi and for hanging not pot holders, plant holders. Those are the exact kind of projects that I think most people will associate these 8-ply cottons with. But that's why I put in the little bag and the little leash, because I thought that's something else.
And for everyone on Facebook, also give it a like still, the video.
Yeah, if you're on Facebook, we'll still have 2 more giveaways. One more from the chat coming up very soon. One more from the chat coming up very soon, and one more where we'll randomly choose someone from everyone who has liked this video. This was Friends Cotton 8/8. We've got a lot more yarns to get through, so I'm gonna have to speed up a little bit, I think. I don't know if you've noticed, but we noticed earlier that the way the camera is set up, it's best if I stand back here. So I put something in front of me to kind of make sure that I remember to stay here. And Matt said that's never going to work. And I was like, just watch me. This is of course going to work. I have been slowly just pushing it forward. It has not worked because I keep wanting to talk to you directly.
Keep getting in their face.
Right, so we've got another cute little pattern from the accessories world for you now. It is this little string bag. It is the Ladybug string bag made in Amigo XL. It's an intermediate level knit pattern again. So I lied, I have 2 knit patterns today. It is another knit pattern. It is a cute little accessory and I just think it looks absolutely adorable. You could of course make this in sort of classic ladybug colors, but you can also completely adjust it to your liking. I think it's really cute.
Labored.
What?
No, you just said labored instead of ladybug.
Oh.
You know, yeah.
I'm, swallowing my syllables. That's a very Danish thing to do, actually. It's kind of swallowing half the word
definitely.
As you're speaking. So this is another cute example of a cute accessory you could make out of Amigo XL. Amigo XL is made from 100% acrylic, so it is another super versatile material, super easy to use, great alternative for those who kind of like the more lighter, fluffier structure of wool, but are maybe allergic or not using it for other reasons. Then acrylic can always be a great replacement. And as you can see, you get a really, really nice, soft and just very pretty yarn here. Amigo and Amigo XL are made from what is known as a high bulk acrylic, which means that these individual fibers in the production process were put through an additional sort of production step where they were exposed to warmth and steam, which means that they'll curl up a little bit, which means you get kind of a bigger density and therefore you get a little more volume without having any sort of super extra weight. You get like nice air pockets in the yarn, which means it ends up being really nice and soft, really nice insulation kind of. Matt is showing you the full color palette with which Amigo XL has a very, 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 very big variety of beautiful colors. Anything from sort of standard to quite neon is on there. Anything from the sort of Scandi neutrals to the bright pinks, blues, greens, reds, and yellows. Absolutely lovely. Holly is saying the cotton is great for accessories as well as placemats, coasters, and dishcloths. Exactly. It is a very, very, very nice all-around yarn. I think kind of the like Friends cotton and like Amigo XL, those all kind of fall into the sort of very, very, very versatile yarn category that you can pretty much make anything out of. I can see that I love Amigo for beanies. They are so soft. And Winnie says, I love making blankets with Amigo XL. It's perfect for Southern California's mild weather. On one of these Amigo XLs, you're going to get 109 yards of yarn. The recommended hook or needle size is a 5mm to 6mm, so another nice sort of medium size in my mind. It's a worsted weight yarn, and it is just absolutely lovely to work with. Great for beginners due to the slightly, fairly low price point, so it's a really good bargain yarn as well. Jennifer's asking if it could go with Mega Ball. Mega Ball is over on the other side, right?
Yeah, no.
It's like, I could show you. Oh, don't we have the color packs here from the bingo?
No, they'll... actually we do.
There.
There.
Can you get them? Or do you want to stand here, talk about the yarn for a sec? You could do the giveaway.
I can do the giveaway.
Matt's
You know
gonna
what?
do the giveaway
You know what? Everybody,
hi.
hi. It is Matt here. And I usually am over here, but now I'm here and I'm saying hi. We have a giveaway winner for the likes, actually. So congrats to one person out there of all you guys who liked, who hugged, who gave a heart. It is Delian Abdur Razak. I hope I pronounced that anywhere close to right. Congrats to you. You are a winner. And again, you have to contact our email right here in order to get your little $25 gift card. So congrats to you, Delian Abdur Razak. Thank you.
And just like that, I'm back. Dalian Abdur Razak. That's and I didn't have Mega Ball, but I have classic acrylic, and that is the exact same. And as you can see, it is a good bit thinner. So I think classic acrylic more similar to Amigo rather than Amigo XL. So Amigo XL is definitely a little bit thicker here. I hope that answers your question. Well, I mean, I know it answers your question because the question was, how do they compare to each other? So yeah, Amigo XL, again, machine washable at low temperature, so easy to take care of. It's just a perfect sort of all-around versatile yarn. People are saying, hi, Matt.
Hello.
Chrissy's saying, Matt without a hat for the first time.
It happens.
That's true. You're usually hatted up. A lot of people are now commenting, hatless Matt.
It's just too hot now
Matt
to have a
in a
beanie
hat.
on. And I actually don't really...
Yeah, but you also wear a cap a lot of the
Yeah,
time.
but I misplaced my cap. So I don't really know where it is.
That's
Once I
bueno.
find it, I'll be headed Matt again.
You'll be Matt in a hat.
Matt in a hat.
Matt in a hat with a cat.
No, not really. No,
On a mat.
don't have a cat. I also don't have a mat actually.
All right, so
But you could give the cat a pat.
yeah,
From Matt.
Matt giving a pat to a cat while wearing a hat on a mat. There's a cat on a mat getting a pat from Matt in a
And
hat.
then it's
Yes. Someone was saying he wasn't wearing one last week either. You can tell the regulars who are like, no, we've seen Matt without a hat many times.
We've
And then
been
others
there.
are saying, new Matt unlocked. New face. Who is this? So these were Amigo XL and our friends Cotton 88. I'm gonna move on because we still have like 3 more yarns to get through. And so I want to make sure that I kind of do them justice. Don't just... Yeah, we have 3 more yarns. 2.5. There's a yarn missing.
And that is the one that we didn't have in the studio, but I'll see if I can find it over in the back.
In the secret place.
Yes. Where am I?
I'll tell on you.
Yeah. Hey, yeah.
With crocheted green X and ham, yeah. But I don't like green X and ham.
But we can start. What does one of actually? Oh, there. That's perfect. We start there.
I was way ahead of you there. Get Matt a Hobbii cap. That is actually not a bad idea.
If we had Hobbii caps.
Yeah. I'm now thinking like, could we get one made for you? Someone says you have great hair.
Oh, thank you.
That sounded so insincere. Oh, thank you. It's like, it was a genuine compliment someone gave you. You have nice hair, Matt. Okay, I'm gonna show you a pattern first. I need to like make sure we've changed some of the setup a little bit with where the monitors are and stuff. That's why it's a little bit unfamiliar. But I'm gonna try and show you this next pattern. It works. Wonderful. So this is the Summer Bloom top. It is a beautiful pattern and it is made in our next yarns, plural. The Summer Bloom top is a top that you... Oh, I didn't introduce what the category is. I mean, can you guess? The category is garments because this is our final category of the night. So we had shawls, we had amigurumi, we had miscellaneous decor and accessories, and now we're talking a little bit about crocheted garments. So this is the Summer Bloom tank top, which is a beginner-friendly crochet pattern that uses acacia and acacia print. The upper part of the top, the one that's done in the kind of shell stitch, is acacia print, and then the bottom, the kind of peplum, is our very lovely acacia or acacia. Still not 100% sure on how that is supposed to be pronounced, but I mean, I think either one goes. Like I said, the pattern is available for free, and you can download it and for sizes extra small to 3XL. So all sizes covered. On the smallest size, you're going to need 2 of each color, and on the largest size, you're going to need 3 of each color. So acacia actually gets you pretty far in terms of how long you could work it. Deborah says, my neighbor would love that top. You can either, I mean, if she crochets herself, you could send her the pattern and say, hey, I found this pattern for you. If not, I mean, you could always gift it to her if she's a nice neighbor. I hope she is. I hope all of you have nice neighbors. Someone is asking if we sell merchandise. Currently, no. So there's no like Hobbii merch, like no t-shirts, etc. I do hope that eventually we will, just because I personally would quite like some. But yeah, we don't currently have anything. We do have a handful of sort of non-immediately craft objects. So we have a few sort of these little like foldable bags and stuff like that. Those, I guess, are kind of merch that you could use for other things. We have some like lovely big felt baskets that I actually really, really love using, because what I actually use them for is I organize my closet with them. So we have those kinds of things. I mean, those aren't really super interesting. They say Hobbii in the corner, but you know. So yeah. Someone's asking what's the difference between Friends and Amigo. They're just different brands. So they're different lines of yarn that we carry. Amigo is an exclusive acrylic line, and it's Amigo XL, which is the one that we have on offer for you today, Amigo Chunky, and then Amigo Giga. So it's exclusive to those types of acrylic yarns. They're within each other, the colors are all compatible. But then, yeah, it's its own line. And then we have Friends, which is a line that includes yarns such as Friends Cotton, but also includes Friends Wool, Friends Merino, Friends Kid Silk, etc. And there, again, it's set up so that the colors are always matchy-matchy. But it's a much bigger line altogether because it is so many different materials and types of yarn. I'm very sure we have a seashell because I seem to remember writing the label for it. I just wouldn't necessarily know where. Again, we reorganized the studio a little bit and now suddenly yarns are missing. Worst case scenario, we just show it on the website, Matt. It's fine.
You're sure you might have written a...
I am pretty sure there is a label for it somewhere.
You could also give it a whirl. I could go for Acacia.
Okay, you talk about Acacia. I'll look for the next yarn.
I've had no luck.
Okay, yarn's right here.
Thank you.
People are right there. They're excited to see your hair, so.
Hi everybody, welcome. It is the Matt Show. We are gonna talk about. This is a silly one to bring out, but we're gonna be talking about some yarn here, of course. While Louisa is looking for a yarn that she might have actually written down at some point, in the future or in the past. Here we go. Look at this. This is Acacia. This is 51% acrylic, 49% cotton. This is 100 grams, 250 meters. It's light versus DK weight. It is also 4mm needles and 5mm crochet hooks. It's beautiful. Look at this. This is a Acacia print, by the way. We have two different Acacia types. They are, I mean, they're made out of the same stuff, the same fibers, but just a little bit of a different choice in color schemes. We have many different ones. I mean, I'll show you a couple of each, Acacia print and Acacia. Just beautiful. Also a very lovely, like, this logo kind of reminds me of like ancient Greece, kind of. It makes me think of like, you know, the philosophers talking to each other for hours on end, and they were probably wearing something akin to something that was made out of Acacia. That is what I believe anyway. You might believe your own beliefs about it. Look at those beautiful colors. Look at that pink. This is also, I mean, a machine washable at 40 degrees, 104 Fahrenheit. That is not too bad. See what you've done now, people. You made Matt put on a hat. No. It was really just a good joke, I think. I think it was kind of funny. Here we go. We also have these lovely. Look at this. This is the sun in a skein. That's amazing. Loving blues today. I mean, yeah, we do have quite a few blues. We also have one here, mixed in with some beige and some pinkish, I think. Yeah, we have a little bit of pink in there as well. Oi, I think we might have found some yarn.
You were doing so well, Matt. Literally, I was like, I'm out of a job. You're doing like, what were you saying about like, if a philosopher were alive today, they would wear Acacia?
Yeah.
I mean, there are philosophers alive today.
Not ancient Greek philosophers.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, fair.
Yeah. They aren't there.
Okay, so someone's asking how it compares to Winter Glow. Well, not much, but a good bit thinner. And very different in sort of structure. So, Acacia, you get one sort of fairly solid, twisted strand. Could you actually grab a Winter Glow for comparison?
Yes. I'll keep it there.
Yeah, that's perfect. I'll show some more yarns up close. So it is thinner. So this is light worsted or DK weight. Recommended hook or needle sizes of 4 to 5 millimeters. And then, as you can see, yeah, it's very kind of one kind of even strand. And then Winter Glow is kind of bunchier, and I mean, I say it's thicker. It really depends with Winter Glow because this is a single ply yarn, so you get a lot of variation in it being thicker or thinner. I guess a lot easier to show if you're just showing it on the skein like this. Whereas here you get a much more even one. So this is going to be heavier in comparison. It's going to be more structural, so a lot more, structured, a little bit more sort of dense compared to this, which is going to be a lot more bouncy. But I mean, give it a whirl. Like, why not? You get 273 yards of material on one of these. I don't know if you've already said all this information, Matt. I'm just potentially now just repeating things that Matt has already told you.
But you're telling it in a better way.
Yeah.
More memorable.
Yeah. So that's Acacia. It's machine washable.
Yeah, and we also have a little pattern for it.
I already showed that pattern.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay. Well, I mean,
you were on the hunt. But yeah, the little summer bloom top that I showed you. So that is made. Have we shown Acacia print?
Yes.
Close up.
They're beautiful.
Yeah. So the top is made using Acacia print for the top, and then using this for the sort of little peplum skirt. So that's that. Oh, we have someone spamming on the chat. I don't know if you saw. Yeah.
It wasn't really. It was just one message, but I don't really understand what it's. It's from a long-time viewer, so I'm a little bit confused.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we'll keep it. If it keeps spamming, we'll do something about it.
Yeah. All right. So these are. Is your cat on your keyboard? That could be it, and actually,
it could be.
That would be really funny. Like, sunshine in the skein, says Katrina. Yeah, that's actually a pretty good description. I mean, look at them. Like, super nice together, especially.
Oh, okay. We can only see one on our end, Lexi. So okay, so it has been multiple messages. We will hide.
Yeah, Matt's gonna censor.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is Acacia. Lovely yarn blend. Very, very nice drape when worked up. So ideal for things like garments, ideal for things like sort of tops, everything that's like kind of a little, as it is a bit more on the like thicker side. So just lovely yarn. Great to work up with. And we showed a pattern at the very beginning.
Yes.
That was also using Acacia in combination.
What was the name of it?
I forgot.
Was it Summer Bloom? Was it the... Oh, no.
No, at the beginning.
Oh, at the very beginning.
Yeah. I have just completely...
Or was it the Numena?
No. Those are all... Not those.
Not those?
No.
No?
No.
No.
Was it the Rapunzel shawl? No. What was it that I showed that also utilized Acacia?
Yeah, there was something that was in...
My brain is broken now. It wasn't any of the shawls.
It wasn't the eggs,
No.
of course.
So
Was
then,
it Inky?
No, that
No.
used cotton. Anyway, I if you remember earlier on, I said, hey, this pattern also uses Acacia. That's great. We have that coming up later. And then I forgot which one it was.
Well, we do have a bikini that we can show as well.
We do have another pattern made in Acacia, which is a bikini. So we're going to show that now. This is the Laia bikini set, which is a 3 different sizes beginner-friendly crochet project. What I think is good to note here is that this is a sunning bikini. This is a wearing it to look cute on the beach bikini. I would not go into the water with this. Just because this is a 5149 cotton acrylic blend. If this kind of sucks in a lot of the water, especially the cotton, it is going to kind of drop off you, I think. So I would, I think, it was a shawl that was done with Sunbird. So it wasn't a pattern, it was something in the user gallery. Thank you.
Ah, okay.
Thank you. I am,
Perfect.
you know when you're like starting to question your own
Sanity,
brain? Thank you, everyone. So it was a Sunbird project. So that's good to know that Sunbird and Acacia are really nice together. So, all right, you get 40% off on this yarn. It's the Happy 40 is the discount code that you want to apply. It's valid until tomorrow, 5 p.m. CET, or 22 hours and 15 minutes from now, because I've been talking for an hour and 45 minutes, which explains why I'm kind of slowly like not functioning anymore. Luckily, we're also at the almost very end of this show. We have one more yarn that I want to talk to you about real quick, and it's going to be quick. We're going to show these cute little patterns, which is this very lovely called Crazy Hexy Cool cardigan. It is a plus pattern made by Milo Crochet or Milo Crochet. Matt.
What?
My mouth is broken. Milo Crochet. It's not that hard to say. Could be Milo Crochet, but still.
Back home and have a nap, maybe.
This is the Crazy Hexy Cool cardigan. I mean, it's late, so when I get home, my nap is just going to be me sleeping through the night, most likely.
And
but
wake up at
yes,
like 2 a.m.
I will do that. This is the Crazy Hexy Cool cardigan. It's an intermediate level cardigan. The pattern is available in sizes extra small to 5XL. And we have a second gorgeous cardigan pattern. This one is called Lena's cardigan. It is another intermediate level crochet pattern. It's written by Annalise Bass, and it is available for $7. Both of these are plus patterns, and both of these use this lovely yarn. This is Seashell. She sells seashells down by the seashore. This is a blend of 40% cotton, 35% viscose, and 25% linen. So it is a linen blend. However, due to the high cotton and the viscose, this is a very nice, very sort of flowy linen. So it's not going to get super structured, super kind of, what's the word I'm thinking of? Firm, as linen sometimes does. Since it's a relatively low amount of it. It will soften over time. So if you touch it like this, you can immediately feel the viscose. So you can immediately feel that kind of cool and kind of shiny, silky surface. But you can also feel the slightly rougher texture of the linen. And that, as all linen clothes do, will kind of soften over time with wears, which is something I love. Linen is one of my favorite summer materials. I really, really, really love it. Especially like linen pants in the summer is so, so, so nice. Just to keep you cool, to keep you protected from the sun, but otherwise easy and breezy, flowing in the breeze. Now you're going to try tongue twisters. I mean, She Sells Seashells is a pretty easy tongue twister in my opinion, personally. Like, I mean, not to brag, but I can do harder ones.
Seashells. I am actually, like, I have a trouble with that one now.
Yeah.
Seashells. She sells seashells by the seashore.
Yeah.
That's the one, right?
That's the one.
Okay. Okay, I nailed
Yeah.
it.
The hardest one, I think, is if two witches are watching two watches, which witch would watch which watch?
Two witches are watching two watches, which witch would watch which watch?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then try to do that fast.
Yeah.
Or Irish wristwatch. That's also, like, that's just hard to say.
Irish witch watch.
Yeah. It's just hard to say.
Irish wristwatch. Yeah. That's
Irish wristwatch. It's also hard because of the way, like, if you see it written out, it's also just because of the wrist with the W and everything. So, what was the name of the last cardigan? It's called Lena's cardigan. So Lena, the woman's name, Lena's cardigan. Those cardigans patterns are also both linked on our landing page. So if you've typed Happy 40 in the chat, or if you do it now, you'll get a link to the page and you'll actually find it there. Seashell, like I said, a super lovely summer blend. Matt is now showing you all the colors that we have available. It is absolutely gorgeous. Its recommended hook or needle size is 3.5 millimeters to 4.5 millimeters. It is a sport weight yarn, so lovely because it's not going to get too sort of tense and thick, and but at the same time, it's not a super, super thin yarn that's going to take you forever to work up. You get 164 yards of material on one of these little skeins, and the colors are lovely. We have some of the more sort of subtle and neutral and light ones, and we have some really lovely brighter colors. And that's another thing I really like about this yarn, and the sort of the way it's put together. It has that slight sheen from the viscose, so that really, really lovely kind of silky smoothness. It has the little kind of structure and texture from the linen, and then the cotton is there to bring it all together, and it's a really, really fun, lovely summer yarn. And I mean, it's spring soon, so that means that summer is approaching, so getting in on the getting in on the summer yarns now and on the summer projects now is probably the way to go. So this was Seashell, our final yarn of the night, which you can get at a discount of 40% with our code HAPPY40. How many skeins does the first cardigan use for its sizes? So for the smallest size it uses 6, and for the largest size it uses 17. When you go on the website and you pull up the pattern, you can actually on a drop-down menu select the size you would like to know more about, and then it'll show you the yarn amount for that. So Matt's showing that here. So you can see that for the 5XL it's 17, for the medium to large it's 7, etc. So you can just run through there, pick it out. It will tell you sort of the measurements of each size, so you can kind of figure out based on your management which is the way to go. Jennifer says, I got a jet soon, I have a meeting. Jennifer, we're not going to keep you much longer. I'm going to quickly mention that we have one more little item that I actually was hoping to like talk to you a little bit more about, even though I don't know much about it. So the final product that we have in the selection for you is actually this set of 4 Tunisian crochet hooks. And so Tunisian crochet hooks like start at the top with a normal crochet hook, and then they're just much longer, because in Tunisian crochet you essentially cast your stitches onto the hook, and then you have a sort of back and forth. So it's kind of almost blending some knitting techniques with crocheting. And since it is International Crochet Month, I thought it would actually be a really cool opportunity to talk about it a little bit, but I fear we are out of time. So I'm gonna definitely make sure that maybe next week I'll add something Tunisian crochet related and put it at the very beginning, so that then I actually get a chance. However, the Alu Tunisian crochet hook set, which includes 4 sizes, 4mm to 7mm, is available today with the code HAPPY40. I've also on our landing page actually included 2 Tunisian crochet patterns that you can check out there. So if you want to know more and learn more, I'll definitely make an effort to, in the next few weeks, prepare a little bit more for it, and then put it at the very beginning, so that it's not when I'm already kind of completely running out of steam. I can see Karina say, I love Tunisian crochet. I'm making a baby blanket for my great niece. See? And now I feel bad because I would have actually loved to talk about it a little bit more. And Amanda says, I've been loving learning how to Tunisian crochet. It is so cool. And I've seen every video I've seen about it. I really like, because I've really liked sort of the very meditative kind of hooking off. That's it. Oh my god, now people are putting tongue twisters in the chat, and my brain is distracted enough that I'm now genuinely thinking of reading them. I won't. I will not let myself get distracted. So the final product that I had for you tonight is the Alu Tunisian crochet hook set in 4 sizes. It is the sort of, regular Tunisian crochet hooks, 4 sizes 4mm to 7mm, made in aluminium, as a sort of great, I think, jumping off point for trying Tunisian crochet. Jennifer says, no one ever talks about Tunisian crochet. I know. And now I'm going to tell you that I'm out of time. So next week or the week after, I'll make sure to make it a priority for Crochet Month to have a little bit more of a segment on it. Maybe on a live with me and Jaya. I'll also pitch that. That's actually a really good idea. I love that actually. Maybe we could do a learning how to Tunisian crochet. I'll run it by her. Love it. Anyway, a lot of people are saying, I'd love to watch more. I'd love to learn more about Tunisian crochet. Yeah, same actually. I actually also took one of these sets home not that long ago. Well, not the whole set. I gave 2 of the hooks to a colleague, and I kept 2 of the hooks because I also want to get into it a little bit. So we have one final giveaway, which is another gift card worth $25. And it's actually the exact same as what we did earlier. So all I need you to do to participate on this giveaway is just type #giveaway into the chat one more time, starting now. It's up here, so #giveaway. Make sure to plop it into the chat now, because that way you get a chance to win a gift card worth $25 for the end of this show. Nicole is saying, Tony Lipsy has great Tunisian patterns. We actually have a lot of her patterns on our website as well. A lot of them also designed in the yarns that she kind of helped create. So there's quite a few for Happy Place especially, I know. So it's really nice. Yeah. like I said, I'm really sad that I'm kind of running out of time so hard, but next time. There's always next time. Do remember, if you want a link to next week's event, you can put next one in the chat. That is the word next and then the number 1. And if you want a little message with the link to our big end of the month springtime spectacular, then you can put big 1 in the chat. So again, that's the word big and then the number 1. So you have 35 more seconds if you want to participate on this final giveaway of a gift card worth $25. You can just put #giveaway in the chat and the way it is spelled. Do remember, all of our offers valid for 22 more hours. And the code is happy40 and you want to apply that at checkout. Just double or triple check when you place your order that happy40 is applied. It's only applicable to our selection. If you've typed happy40 in the chat at any point during today's live, you will have gotten a link to our landing page, which has all of the yarns and all the patterns that I showed you today listed. Thank you so much for joining us. To all of you on YouTube, we know that the functionalities are not quite there yet. We're working on it. To all of you on Instagram, thank you very much. And of course, to all of you on Facebook. And one of you is going to be our final lucky winner of the night. Night for us. I always think, like, I always say winner of the night, and then I realize that some of you are probably watching us while you're having breakfast. Our final winner is Lauren McKee. Congratulations, Lauren. You will receive a gift card worth 25 monies. And to redeem your gift card, all I need you to do is send a lovely little email to live@hobbii.com, and we'll be sure to have your coupon to you ASAP. So that was it for tonight, today, tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining. If you want to see more of me, join me and Jaya on Thursday for our little craft and chat. If you want to see more of Matt, then you're out of luck next week, because Matt is running from his problems.
Well, the thing is, next week we do have a little quiz show, of course.
Next Thursday we'll have a quiz where then Matt can tell you all about how running away from his problems went.
I promise I won't make it all about that, but there may be a question or two. Could be. we have some yarn-related marathon stuff, I think. From the past.
Yes. Prepare for that. Matt is going to run a half marathon in case someone is confused about what I'm talking about. In Lisbon.
Yeah.
He's not only running a half marathon, he's traveling to run a half marathon. I think that is that's a very Matt thing. To travel somewhere really, really nice, not to enjoy, not to get a pastel de nata or anything like that. You're like, no, to run. Thank you so much for joining us, everyone. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. See you Thursday. If not, see you next week. And take care. Au revoir.
And thank you for the good luck. Bye.
And thank you for the good luck wishes to Matt. Yes, good luck, Matt.
Thank you. Hey.